Dun, dun, dun. What's on TV? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hey, this is Chris Gore. You're listening to Dr. Gonzo Radio on Dr. Gonzo Piqua something.com. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, we'll have Zach. I'll have Zach do the next bumper.
So, hey, Dr. Gonzo's here.
Put a dime in him, you gotta let the whole song play out.
He's like human jukebox.
Oh, he's a talker, ain't he?
He's an old fat grandpa man.
Our parents were the greatest generation. Our dads went overseas to fight a war. As soon as they came back, they grabbed our moms and hit the sack, and there they stayed from 1946 to 64, making babies.
Lots of babies.
The baby boomers.
76 million.
And we grew older, but we're not dead yet.
Hail to the king, baby.
Here we go. All set.
Yeah, all set. Let's roll.
As soon as he takes the oath, he will have generals walk down the steps of the Capitol. He will take a hammer and break the glass where the Constitution is, and he will tear it up in our faces. And say, now, I'm the king of the fucking world. You will bow down, bitches. He will punish everybody that didn't vote for him. Let me tell y'all how I know this shit. I know it because I know what mental illness looks like. That mania is unstoppable. See, this motherfucker's Hitler. He didn't come to play.
Well, now, Robin, what do grown-ups do that are fun?
They go out for dinner at a PTA meeting and get drunk.
Now, if she wants to look at mental illness, she needs to look in the mirror. Okay?
Well, it reminds me of that scene in Rain Man where Dustin Hoffman asks every woman that he comes into contact with, are you taking any prescription medication? And, in the movie, it's like a tick, it's like his way of showing that he likes somebody, because he's autistic and everything. But, when you look at the percentage of women in America today who are on SSRIs or some kind of prescription meds because they're depressed or they have, mood swings or anything, it's mental. You're watching mental illness. I mean, she said that she's an expert on this stuff. I believe her, but they're just nuts. It's almost like you're listening to like a secret fantasy in some weird way, but I will say this, and I've said this for a while, there will be a day in the future when all of the left, this woman included, will pine for the days of Trump because of what's coming after Trump. And that's a direct reflection of what they've done to Trump is what's going to come next, because they've accelerated this and they've jacked it up into the stratosphere as far as, the stakes and the language. So, yeah, I mean, what's coming after Trump is going to be something that's going to be even in their mind worse than Trump. And it's just the same with George W. Bush. They used to say the exact same stuff about George W. Bush. He's Hitler, he's a dictator, all this stuff. I mean, we forget, but when you go back 20 years, I remember all this stuff. And I remember people protesting out in front of George Bush's ranch, Cindy Sheehan, where is she? Where is she in when it comes to Ukraine? But regardless of that, now they like Bush. And they think that's kind of our Republican, when they hated him I mean, he was the worst thing in the world. He was evil. They called him evil. They hung effigies of him in the streets. So they do the same thing to Trump. They villainize him. But from the standpoint of what's going to come after Trump, it's going to be a much more activist. Maybe not activist is the right word, but it's going to be a DeSantis type who's going to go on offense. He's not going to sit around and wait for Democrats to come after him. He's going to go after them. And you see that with Disney and also with DEI, and you see it with ESG, and you see it with transport. So all the things he's doing in Florida, that's what's going to happen in Washington at some point in time. And at that point, there's going to be a lot of conservatives who are going to be saying, oh, well, this isn't, this is big government. He's doing too much. And then there's going to be the liberals who say, he's Hitler. He's a real dictator. We thought Trump was, but it's really this guy, but it's where we're going. And there's going to be a day, like I say, when they're going to pine for the days of Trump. They're going to wish that Trump was the guy, because Trump will be in their mind civil.
I want to give credit where credit is due. Our good friends at WDW Pro are the ones that broke this video. So kudos to them, because, and how does this tie in with movies? She's divided. She's a voice actor for Disney. She actually did the voice of the voodoo lady in Princess and the Frog. Okay. Now, I've always said, and we'll talk about Alan Richmond later, but I've always said people have a right to voice their opinions, but it's their opinions. Yeah. You should be allowed to choose your own mind on this.
Hail to the king, baby.
What the hell are you two doing? It's called rocking out. You wouldn't understand, Dad. You're not with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
And this is Dr. Gonzo for all you baby boomers. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you right around the corner.